Lucio Corsi. So we're gonna do another reaction to Astronave Giradisco for my Italian audience, and also not, because the hope is that also the people watch this video, this reaction, so they get to perhaps discover an artist that it's fresh, right? New, that has something a little bit different. Well, at least that's the hope. Anyway, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell as well. The majority of people, only 5% of the people have the notification on, which it's a little bit little. Anyway, let's try to increase the number.
Salve a tutti ascoltatori del Cosmo e
I'll promise I'll be entertaining.
Vorrei iniziare questo nuovo giorno raccontandovi una storia del futuro. Una storia inventata, ma che spero con tutto il mio cuore possa essere vera. In un istante, in un flash, tutte le creature dell'universo iniziarono a muoversi verso la Terra. Non so dirvi cos'è che li spinse a viaggiare nel buio, forse l'idea di una Terra che gira senza voltare le spalle a nessuno.
I really love this start because it reminds me of, you know, the 50s TV and also Back to the Future. And there is this beautiful voice that speaks a wonderful Italian. I mean, I speak Italian, but I have an accent because I speak dialect, which is actually a language, Napolitan, more than a dialect. And that's how it is. But there are some people which have absolutely beautiful diction. And this guy in this voice, Italian voice, I can tell you, is a beautiful diction. And it's telling, like, in the past, imagining the story of the future, where nobody's left behind in this future world. I'm just making it short because there's no translation. Anyway, let's imagine together. Let's see.
Al mondo senza difetti, gli si fermavano davanti gli specchi.
We need subtitle here, man.
C'erano gli angeli che svolazzavano con i piccioni sui tetti. C'era una fila di astronavi tra le stelle e gente verde dentro gli autogrill, con le valigie messe nelle navicelle, tutti volevano arrivare lì. Nel mondo senza difetti, dove gli umani erano gli unici assenti, dove le statue camminavano per stare al passo coi tempi. C'era una fila di astronavi tra le stelle, perfino irriconoscibiletti, con le valigie messe nelle navicelle, tutti volevano atterrare lì. Sui tetti delle case, l'astronave giradisco sparava un sound spaziale per i mondi che spariscono. L'ultima hit dell'universo, ta-ra-ta-ta-ra, space vibration.
Space vibration. Okay, I got a lot to say here, so just a second. So this word where all these different aliens, they're basically taking their spaceship with their suitcases because they want to go into this place, this apparent world where there's no defects, right? The perfect world where actually the only thing that it's missing are humans. I like the analogy. And because Lucio probably is being brought up, even though it's one generation after or so, he's been probably brought up with Japanese animation in Italy, which were super popular, including myself. I get this vibe of Kyashan, which was this early 70s anime, which was this half-human, half-android creature that was the only one in the way of basically the machine AI that took over the planet, that wanted to destroy the entirety of humanity, because when AI went sentient, the first thing they realized is that in order to be prolific, in order to prosper, that to get rid of the cancer that was humankind. So Kyashan was the only one in the way of the machine that went rogue. And somehow I feel this connection here, right, with that part of the phrasing. And it's so refreshing. He's really encapsulating all the good music of the, you know, of the 60s and 70s, you know, with those beautiful melodies and the piano. So you hear little pieces of, you know, Elton John, little pieces of the Beatles, little pieces of, you know, even some, I would say, David Bowie and other glam rock bands that now they don't come to mind. But it's a nice infusion, right, of all these elements, on top of a fantastical lyrics that, even though it's abstract in this sense, right, yet manages to capture element of what we're actually going through right now, in a sense, or at least seems like a prediction, right? A sort of like future prediction of what the world could be without humans, I suppose.
Nel mondo senza difetti,
the aliens are starting to show up.
Paradiso coi cancelli aperti. C'erano nuvole che trasportavano storie d'amore in balia dei venti. C'era una coda luminosa tra le stelle, anche il satellite d'amore di Lurid. Come Maria che appare in tutte le frequenze. Radio Mayday passava l'ultima hit, Space Vibration. Sui tetti delle case, l'astronave giradisco sparava un sound spaziale per gli amori che finiscono. L'ultima hit dell'universo, ta-ra-ta-ta-ra, Space Vibration.
Nice saxophone. I mean, I like this sort of like R&B-ish saxophone here at the end. It really adds to the whole vibe of being a little bit of a 80s ballad. So it's a fun song, even though it seems like to have you know, I don't know how serious you want to take this, but it's just nice, the combination of the nostalgia that it evokes, right? And at the same time the playfulness that evokes, and there are like little hints of something that seems to tell a story that it's a little deeper, you know, and it's amusing. Maybe also it's a little bit this landscape of nowadays music where there's so much of everything. There's so much of everything that you truly get lost. You get lost into the sea of the same, or even in your own bubble, and somehow it makes it harder to discover. Like, it's a little bit the analogy also maybe to what we're witnessing, you know, with the guy that like Lucio Corsi, that has been around for some time. It's not the first time. It's actually several years he's been out, and now just thanks to just thanks to YouTube and Sanremo, it's managing to be known, from a larger audience, even in his own country. As you can see, he's been posting stuff since 10 years ago or so. So just the recent videos of the last 5 years have probably started to pick up more on the heels of the Sanremo Festival, which is the international song festival that it's broadcasted probably also in other places around the world, at least some parts. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. I really enjoyed this song as well. Nice Lucio Corsi. And I'll keep doing some reactions also for my Italian audience. If you want me to check something that you think I should check it out, let me know in the comments, all right?